Shanthini, thank you so much for being here with us. This is the first time that we're doing Coffee at the Bay live, and I thought it would be nice for people to kind of see a casual conversation happening between different startup owners and business owners in Bahrain. So introduce yourself a little bit. Okay. Tell us what's your background, what you've been doing in Bahrain. You've been here for 20 plus years, but Rsquare has been here for 10 plus. Yes. So what does Rsquare Technologies really do?
First, I should thank you, Fatima, for involving Rsquare and myself. And thank you so much for this. And I'm glad that I'm living in Bahrain for the past 20 plus years. And I'm also thankful to Bahrain and all the government sectors for making Rsquare to be very successful for the past 10 years. To just give a brief about myself, I've done my master's in computer applications, and I'm a mother of 2 children. Mashallah, so 1 daughter and 1 son. And my son was born here, and my daughter was raised from kindergarten till she finished her schooling in British school.
And she's in Arizona, right?
In Arizona, she's finished her 2nd year now. And my son is in St. Christopher's. He finished his GCSE. And my husband is always very supportive. And
is your husband in the tech background as well?
He is also, because we studied together and we decided to get married because our passion and vision was the same. And 22 years living in Bahrain, that gives me a great, immense pleasure. And I always say, whenever I see people, whomever is blessed, they will be living in Bahrain. So Bahrain is such a blessed land. And it all, as a housewife, as a social worker, and now I am a businesswoman. So just 10 years before, I was a social worker. I was the president for Indian Ladies Association.
Yeah, you're quite active in the community.
Yeah.
List a few.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. And then I put my daughter in British school. So there was a PTA committee, so I became a vice chairperson for that. I was raising funds for the school. And thereon, after that, at one stage I wanted to do something in technology because my background is technology. So the first time when we went to India, we were buying a house and we wrote lots of checks in hands. So that is the time we thought, okay, why do we still write checks, 70 checks or 80 checks? And every time when we write, at one time or other we do some mistakes. So we wanted to do something unique. We created a software which is check printing, and some of my friends were telling, I gave it for free in the beginning. They said, why don't you start a company?
So that was the click, that was the beginning.
That click, okay. And it was unique because when I gave it for free, they were really appreciating and telling them to sell that product. And that's the time I started a company, which is Rsquare, in 2010.
Why did you call it Rsquare?
Because robust and reliable.
Robust and reliable.
We wanted to be quick and we wanted to be very reliable. So we were just thinking about many options. Another interesting factor about Rsquare is it's a mathematical term. Oh. And we want something to be very familiar for everyone.
Oh yes, it is. Sorry.
Yeah, pi r square. Okay. So R square, any person who is in mathematics, everybody will know. So nobody will feel it is a new name. They will feel, I've heard somewhere. So we wanted to keep a familiar name. So that's how Rsquare was formed. So the first product, which became a great hit, around 200 licenses we sold around 2 years itself. And then we made a CompuForm, which is form printing, which Alba is using.
It's called CompuForm, right? That was your first product.
CompuCheck was the first product.
CompuCheck and CompuForm.
And then we made CompuForm, then we made HR software. So thereon we started developing every year 2 to 3 products. And now last year we launched the artificial intelligence, first time in Bahrain. And now we launched this year RPA.
I wanted to talk about that. You have an artificial intelligence powered chatbot,
yes.
And you called it Sara.
Yes.
Which I like the name.
Yeah.
It's both Arabic and it's both English.
Yeah.
So it's both markets.
Yeah. Again, we choose a name which will be very familiar for the market.
For the market itself.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about the chatbot, how it works. We know what a chatbot does, but how is it beneficial to businesses in Bahrain?
Okay. So to start with the artificial intelligence, let me go through other products what we are having. So then I will tell you how we came to artificial intelligence. So we created first the check printing, form printing, HR payroll software, CRM, and then we did one RPA product, which is the card reader software. Okay. When you put inside the card reader, automatically the values will populate on the screen. That is without any integration. This is a very important feature of that product, which we already gave it to BKIC, Solidarity, even in Saudi Causeway they are using it.
And you create the products yourself, right?
Yeah, that's the most important unique feature of Rsquare. So when we started, we thought about we should create something for the region. So what is the pain area? So we just found so many pain areas. Even now, when we go out, we saw one of the car insurance company, they were doing manual checking. So they were keeping the paper and they were doing which part is replaced and which has to be repaired. So that gave another idea. We created another software which is automatically surveying the cars, which we already gave it to Solidarity.
And do most of the regions in the Middle East have the same pain points, you would say?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Because that's the most important and very good also to start up in Bahrain, because we are in the center in our region. So if anything is started here, a pain area, it will be definitely for everyone. And the other good thing is it's our own product. So any customization, when we go and see any company, they are saying, okay, I want the template to be changed. I want some more features to be added or some fields to be added. We need not depend on other company to wait for and more time consuming or cost effective. So everything can be done in Bahrain itself in a quick. That's why we kept robust and reliable. So quickly we can deliver. So we gave these products. So in that journey we created insurance product like CIS for the survey of the cars. And next we came to know, okay, there are so many places people are involved, and sometimes when we call they don't take the call, because
especially for the, I think the insurance industry is a bit of a tricky one.
Yeah, because in the night
They
time
have
we
several
might
pain
have
points.
some challenges. We need to call the insurance company to find out. So that's the time we thought about, why don't we create a virtual assistant for every company. So there need not be 24 hours a custom call center or somebody sitting and attending your calls. So you have to quickly immediately ask some questions, or maybe you have to go to a place, you want to know where is it located. So you will find out the
So
location.
those are kind of like FAQs that you have right at hand.
Yes, exactly.
And does the chatbot, for example, if I have a question I don't have to call anymore,
Yeah.
it will go through Sora and then it will send kind of like an automated message to the person in charge
Exactly.
directly. So it reduces the time
Yes,
and
exactly.
waste.
Because you need not wait for somebody to give you an answer 24/7, or millions of people can ask the same question at the same time. And another good feature is you can also talk, because its voice chat is also available when you're driving. Hi, I would like to know where is Fintech Bay, for example. It will immediately give you the map. So you can click on the map and you need not go to the Google map and click when you're driving. So voice chat is available, and also Arabic is there. A set of questions which is repeatedly asked that can be put inside artificial intelligence, and it can keep answering. Another good thing is through the mobile app, through your website, through your Facebook Messenger, any which way you will be able to use
And
it.
how long does usually if a company wanted to embed a chatbot, let's just say an artificial intelligence powered chat, how long will the process usually take approximately?
2 days?
2 days?
Yes, yes.
Wow,
The first
okay.
day meeting, and the same day we'll give you the proposal, and if they're going to approve it on the same day, the next day if they're already having a soft copy of the FAQ, we'll push it inside chatbot. The afternoon the chat is
So the
ready.
company has to deliver the FAQs to you?
Yes.
So the content comes from the company itself,
Yes.
and then you would build it around that?
Yes.
And it can be customized to any way?
Anyway, it can be even integrated with their website to ask some question. It will go and pick up the video. It can bring out the information. Even the applications can be downloaded. All the work it can be doing.
That sounds awesome. You have another product that I also want to talk, and I kind of want you to explain the process a little bit. Robotic Process Automation, RPA. What is it exactly?
Okay.
And give me some examples of things that you've done in Bahrain under that bucket.
Okay. Robotic process automation is a combination of artificial intelligence and machine learning. So artificial intelligence is, it will think on its own like human, and it will deliver. For example, where are you located? I can ask the same question, how can I come to your place? In 2-3 different ways. I can ask the same question, but the artificial intelligence will understand the content and it will start giving you answers. And machine learning is nothing but, if you have abundant data, from the data it will do the classification. So this is the combination of AI and ML is RPA. That is any manual work which is happening.
That is repeated.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can automate it without any human intervention, because we are more intelligent. Our time has to be spent on higher energy, not in the repetitive work.
And what is one example that most businesses in Bahrain would use RPA for here?
Okay, now that's the reason we found out the reconciliation tool. The reconciliation is a work which is every company is doing, because we need to see whether our check is cleared or not. So what we are doing, if you had
Or manually kind of
manually
matching.
taking the bank statement and seeing the check number, whether it is appearing with the same amount or not. So if it is 1 or 2, it is fine. But if it's going to be 1,000 transactions in a day,
It takes a lot of people, a lot of
lots
time.
more than 2 days or 3 days it is taking. So it is going to take within 10 minutes or even 5 minutes all the matching, matched, unmatched and partially matched. So it's going to be accurate. It's going to be reduce all your time and which you can utilize it for others.
Have you started using this technology here?
Yes, one of the investment bank, very reputed investment bank, already they started using it for stock reconciliation, cash reconciliation, and
do you see the difference that it's making?
Yes, they are so happy. The users are very happy because the users, they are not normal accountants. They have done the CFA and they are really highly qualified, and they are sitting and doing this manual work, which even the 10th standard boy or 12th standard boy that need not have high professionals in bank to do the small reconciliation. So this is one pain area which we have brought the RPA now, and many of the companies are going. I have already done POC for more than 10 companies, group companies in Bahrain. So very soon they will be going for this. This is one RPA, and the other RPA is the CPR card. When you put inside, either through API or they have to type the information, but through the RPA we are populating the values. So this is one of the RPAs. So now we are in pipeline to create more RPAs. We are going in the market to find out what is the pain area, where is manual work is happening, that we are converting into RPA.
Thank you for breaking down the two. And you're a resident here at Bahrain Fintech Bay.
Yes.
You've been in this venue how long now?
Now it's going to be 1.5 years, and it's going to be 2 years when this year is completed.
What's your experience so far?
I'm really feeling proud because I was the first resident in Bahrain.
You were the
Fintech
first
Bay.
resident,
Yes.
okay.
So
I didn't know that, so that's awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
really, I always feel it's like very closer to my heart, and I have to thank Mr. Khalid Saad, the CEO, such a dynamic person, and being here, the experiences, we get the exposure, and all the banks and other financial sectors, they now see us as a fintech company, because we were doing fintech products right from the beginning.
But there was no awareness or understanding of
Yes.
what fintech really meant. I guess at that time, it's more emphasized now.
Yes, because the first product which we created is a check printing. That we sold it to Ernst & Young, was our first client in those days. But we were not taken seriously like a fintech company. But the Bahrain Fintech Bay has really created an awareness, and all the banks and financial sectors, everyone knows. So it's a great.
And they position those companies in the
Yes,
right
and
place.
now the visits of Royal Highness Sheikh Salman's visit and the Royal Highness Jordan Crown Prince visit, all this is creating more exposure for the residents, which is really giving a big moment in the fintech area.
Thank you. And what do you think businesses need to do, or what are the next steps that they need to take, or initiatives as well, to be more innovative, especially in this digitized era?
Yes.
From your experience.
Yeah, from my experience, what I'm thinking, we need to go and knock each and every financial sector. If you're really interested to create a fintech product, and if you're focusing on RPA, this is the modern trend. This is what is going to happening. It's not it's going to happen. It is already happening. The disruption is happening. Every financial sector is getting into RPAs and artificial intelligence. So now, as a startup, if you really wanted to create something, go and sit with each and every IT manager and ask them, or the operations manager, to find out where they are finding it difficult. So that pain area, they have to take it and they have to create a solution. So this is the suggestion I would like to give.
I guess a lot of the startups have expressed that there's so much going on and they don't know what to focus on. So I guess it is a good advice to kind of talk to different people, and sometimes you'll find out things that you didn't really know existed.
Sure.
Because most people, when they have an idea, they're so excited, they just want to go out there and kind of implement it now without realizing that this is not really what the market needs.
Yeah.
So that's a good answer.
And
what do you think?
One more thing
Yes.
I wanted to add into that, they have to go and see manually what is happening. They have to open their eyes. See, like one product which we created, the CPR thing, we didn't get this idea from any of the IT managers. When we went and stood in the queue, I was thinking, why so much of queue in insurance
So it was
or
your own
anywhere?
personal pain
Yeah,
point.
so we need to open widely our eyes, and we need to think, why here delay? Why Saudi Causeway it is too much crowded? So what manual thing is happening there. Why can't we create automation there? So this way, if we start thinking wherever you see queues, so now very recently we had been to one of the government place to get a application form. I found a huge queue. So there must be definitely something manually happening. If you automate that process, you are going to serve both the sides. The company also will get a product which can be given for, and customer also will feel satisfied. So even the CIS, the insurance product which we created, nobody gave the idea. We went to the car service and they were writing everything manually. Yes, this is an idea. They are still writing it in hand. Let's create an application. Automatically the surveyor will get a notification. He will directly go to the car garage. He will take a picture from the mobile app and he can put the products repaired or replaced. So therein the product was created. So it's not only going to every company. Around us there are so
being
many
aware
areas.
of what you're doing on a daily basis.
Sure.
Okay. This is my favorite question. So you're a mother of 2 children, a social and business entrepreneur, and you also run your own company. How do you manage? I think that is, personally, that is one of my stressful things. How do you manage 3 different hats? Not everybody does one thing when they start, right? Especially when you're young. You're a freelance artist, you also have a full-time job, you also have a project that you're working on. How do you do this all together? What's your best method for management?
Yeah, it's a very interesting question, and I love this question also. And more than all the roles, I love the role being a mother, because mother, it's really it's a very proud feeling, and that has to be given more time, because we are building the next generation. Like how we are building our organization, another thing, we need to give them the values, we need to talk to them. So I always feel at least 10 minutes or 15 minutes every day, whatever work we have, at the end of the day, to sit with them, just to listen to them. We need not ask any questions. We just hold their hands and we sit with them, they will automatically open up. So this has practiced it from the childhood. So just sitting with them and hugging them and just being with them, not for the whole day, just for 10 or 15 minutes, then the bondage will happen.
So you dedicate, you know that you have to dedicate a certain time to family.
Yeah.
And then certain time for business. And you mentioned, I remember you mentioned you had a calendar between the family.
Yes, we also share a Microsoft common calendar. So everybody will put all our schedules in that. So for example, if it's a parent-teacher meeting, if my schedule is 4 o'clock, it's again clashing with Roshan's parent-teacher meeting, St. Christopher, Raja will go and attend the meeting. And if he is busy, so I will be going and attending. And if I'm not able to take Roshan for his football class, so Roshan will know how to do it. Okay, mommy is busy today, let me take a Uber and go. So nobody is going to ask, where are you, can you come? Everything
so everyone is aware of everyone's schedule, and you kind of work together as a cohesive
everyone
dynamic.
should contribute, everybody should be disciplined, and all of us should support each other. That way all my roles will be fulfilled. So I have to really thank my husband and kids and the team members of Rsquare, because sometimes I'm busy with the family, they will take care. So they will say, ma'am, please don't worry about this, we both are going for this meeting and we'll finish the meeting and we'll come back. There must be sometimes we need to balance both. So all the team of Rsquare, the home, children, husband, whomever it is, even my own housemaid, I have to really appreciate her, because she plays a major role. Everybody plays a major role around us, only then we can be successful in what we are doing.
Thank you so much. That's such a heartfelt answer. The last question, can you share a few tips to someone that's starting their own company, or people that have companies right now that are struggling? What is, I'll say, like the top 3?
Okay. So
personally, that means,
yeah,
that has helped you do whatever you can to make this company successful and to kind of keep you also in check.
Okay. I have to appreciate this question, because you from a PR background, PR is very, very important. So they have to exhibit in the market what they are doing. That is more important, number 1. And number 2 is they have to be always thirsty to know what is the pain area in the region without reinventing the same products. There are so many products available. For example, we create a reconciliation. Instead of doing another reconciliation, in RPA there are so many other pain areas. So they have to go and find out that pain area, and if they create a product, 2 companies can complement each other. So if they have invented a new product, whenever I have a meeting, I can also introduce that company, so they can also introduce our company. So each and every tech company in Bahrain can sustain and they can go higher and
thrive
higher
together in the community.
Yeah. So this is the second thing. And the third thing is nothing will come without pain. You need to start very early. We should not start by 9 or 10. Our work has to start 5:30 in the morning. We have to get up with an idea. We have to keep our task ready the previous day. Just go through the task of that the moment you get up, and then automatically your body will work according to that. So 6 o'clock you need to maybe send the kids, and 7 o'clock you need to get ready, 7:30 you have to give the task to the team, and 8 o'clock you should be ready to meet the other client. So the whole day will be organized. So you need to get up very early and you need to go to bed at least by 11 o'clock. So
Okay.
this whole
So
day
now we
you
know
can-
your sleeping routine.
Yeah, you need to utilize that. 6 hours of peaceful sleep is very important. You can't say, okay, I'm not going to sleep, I'm going to work hard in the night. Don't do that.
I appreciate that because you keep hearing the word hustling 24/7, staying up late at night, and I don't feel that applies.
No.
You're not really hustling, you're actually just deteriorating your body and your mindset. It's
Yeah.
better to plan that
You
way.
need to be very healthy. The health is very, very important. That's
The
the
startup
basic.
life is hard, you know, it
Yeah.
takes over your mind.
Get up early, see the sunrise, and then you have a very healthy breakfast, almonds or something like that. This is going to keep you the whole day energetic. Health is the most important factor for all the success.
Thank you so much for being you, and I wanted this to kind of be like a casual conversation. As you see, I'm shifting, I'm just asking personal questions as well, because it's not just about running a startup 24/7. It's not always work. It's also about family, it's also about mindset. And we've talked a little bit about the products that you have, connect with you as well, ask you questions. They have access to these people. Everyone is scared to knock doors. Bahrain Fintech Bay is open. They can just come in here and have a conversation. That's how we first met. I just walked into your office and I'm like, can we have a conversation?
Yeah.
I want to thank you so much for joining Coffee at the Bay live. And hopefully people start liking the first session. And we want questions, we want feedback as well. And we'll see how this goes. Thank you so much.
Thank you for you.